What's going on, everyone? Welcome to A Few Bits Podcast, episode 80, number 80.
80.
Welcome.
Hi.
I am one of your hosts, Cole Tixon. And the man down the road, the man on the mic, the man on the buttons, the man that makes my dreams come true, Ryan Tixon.
Hi, everybody. How's it going?
Welcome, Ryan.
Hi. Makes your dreams come true, huh? A lot of dreams about me?
My podcast dreams.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Because you make me sound all, like, nice.
Yeah.
And you put me on the internet all nice.
I try to.
And you make my levels all nice.
I try to. It's hard. It's hard to, like, talk and have headphones on because, like, obviously the sound of my own voice in my skull also adds to the sound. So it's a little hard to sometimes mix yourself.
Yeah.
But I try.
Do I have a difficult voice to mix, Ryan?
You're good. You're okay.
Sultry.
Yes.
I've been told I have a very calming voice. I'm not sure if that's true or not.
I
don't know if that's really a good thing in a podcast too. You don't want people to, like, get bored and fall asleep. I guess I could probably ramp it up a bit.
You could like
hey. I could throw a few zingers out there every once in a while.
You could record those weird ASMR videos.
Yeah.
Just whispered about stuff while people,
I'd like
whatever.
to think that my my voice alone could bring someone to, get there.
to make it
You know
happen.
what I'm talking about, right, Ryan?
Yeah.
Does my voice do anything for you?
Me? No. Maybe someone else. I don't know.
Get there. Everyone, let's get there.
Let's get there.
Get there together. So how are you doing?
I'm okay.
Saturday? April. Do we want to date it? Do we know when this is going up?
I don't know. This will
probably go up the middle of April.
Yeah, this is probably going to go up on Monday.
2016.
I'm
Monday?
gonna guess. Yeah.
We're recording on a Saturday.
Yes.
It's beautiful. It's sunny outside in lovely Elgin/Aurora, Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
Here I am talking about the weather on a podcast.
Yep.
How are you doing? Jack sleeping?
Jack's trying to sleep.
Is he gonna wake up any moment?
He might wake up. He's like, he was asleep, and then
I'd say we just
woke
have
up
him
for
on
a
the
second,
show. We just see we just have baby episode.
and then he fell back asleep, and now he's just saying words, I think, in his crib. But I'm hoping he just falls back asleep.
How many actual words does he know to this point?
I don't know. Probably a fair amount. 30, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. He's starting.
30.
He'll
be 2 in like less than 3 months now.
Yeah, 3 months. He's starting to like put together sentences, so that's fun.
Mommy want meatball.
Yes, or like bye bye dada, or hi mama, or whatever. So
Whatever.
Yeah.
When does he use that?
No, he doesn't actually say whatever. I'm saying whatever, like whatever. Like
whatever.
Couple,
whatever,
like,
Dad. Bye bye.
2 sentences or 2-word sentences and stuff like that.
Give me cannoli.
No, not that yet.
Does he say holy cannoli?
Holy cannoli? No. I wish. That'd be awesome.
Well, that's good.
Holy.
Glad he's putting the pieces together.
He says, "Aw, man," is one thing he says.
Oh man.
Aw, man. So that's fun.
Oh shucks.
Or like he'll drop food on the floor if he doesn't want it, or if he wants to get up out of his chair and like he still has food on his plate, he just like shoves all the food on the floor and he goes, "Dog, mess." And then the dog comes to clean up said mess.
Very deliberate, to the point.
Yes. Dog
mess point. Charlie knows what to do.
Yeah. Do your job, dog.
She's like, got this. No. You and me, we're on the same page. Well, I've heard him say "uh-oh" a lot.
Yeah, he says "uh-oh" too.
Uh-oh. Like, even when it doesn't really qualify as an uh-oh moment, I hear an uh-oh.
Yeah, whenever he drops something or, stuff like that. It's an uh-oh.
Yeah. Uh-oh. I'm getting a text message. This is very unprofessional.
Uh-oh.
My fiance is at Menards buying us metal fence posts at the moment.
God, that sounds so old.
Because my fence is falling down.
Well, that's not good.
and I don't want it to fall down.
Isn't owning a house fun?
It's kind of cool. I don't know. I haven't had too much shit go wrong yet, so
Knock on something.
yeah.
Wood.
Knock on.
Whatever wood's around.
This isn't even particle board.
Knock on particle board. This desk.
Knock on IKEA.
My desk is IKEA. It's very.
Owning a house is cool. I enjoy it. I'd recommend it.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd recommend
You're looking for. You're in a townhouse right now, but you're gonna be looking soon for an isolated dwelling
a
of your own.
real house like a real boy has.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. A little
You're gonna
nervous
be
about it.
excited to mow the lawns and.
I'm excited for that stuff. Yeah,
Yeah?
for sure. I'm excited to like buy like really dumb stuff and things like that.
Really,
Like lawnmowers and things.
I bought a basketball hoop, Ryan.
Yeah, see, like that kind of stuff.
Why did I used to play that a lot when I was a kid. I'm sure maybe if I have kids one day, maybe they'll play on it. I probably played on it about 4 or 5 times total since I've gotten it.
Well, money well spent.
It's we did get it though right before the winter this winter.
So you got it cheap,
To my defense,
probably. Was
there
it
haven't
cheap?
been too many good days. Maybe I'll go play some basketball today.
Maybe. Was it cheap
I
because
don't
you
know.
got it like right before the winter, or no?
I don't know. I don't know.
Was
I
it
don't know.
pre or post like holiday
It
shopping?
was pre.
Oh, so maybe they
It was like
maybe they gouged you a
November-ish.
little bit.
So like right before the holiday season started.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know. It's out there. You can shoot hoops at it.
It's a basketball. Yeah, I don't
What
know.
else is going on?
I don't know. I just got this giant Street Fighter album collection that I'm
Do
excited
you want to
listen
show all the people on youtube.com/FeebitsPodcast?
I mean, it's video game related, right? I guess.
Hmm?
So this just came in the mail today.
Yep.
I'm trying to find.
It's not very good for
If I just
audio
hold it-
sake, but
if
you'll
I
just have
hold
to.
it in front of my face.
Yeah. For those watching on YouTube, go check it out.
It's the definitive Street Fighter 2.
For those listening, I should say, go check it out on
Soundtrack.
YouTube.
Street Fighter 2, the definitive soundtrack.
What is going on with Blanca? Looking a little.
This is like super old, like yeah, Street Fighter 2
He's looking
art.
a little.
I like that Zangief has like an anchor tattoo.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
So
throw it
for
on
full
here.
disclosure, we should. I don't know if we've mentioned this before, but the camera you utilize for our
I use it-
YouTube is different than the camera that I see you on.
Yes, because it can't
it's
go
like
to
a-
two things. It'd be really smart for me to put them like next to each other, but that isn't the case. Yours is down here, and this
Am
one's
I
right there.
am I still viewing you from like the Xbox 360 camera?
That's exactly what it is.
All right.
Actually, you know what? I have another. Now if you're really dumb, I have another good, like Logitech like camera that
Yeah.
I should just like put
You
right
just,
next
like-
to the other one, and then it'd be perfect. But that is
It's like Cole, you deal with
yeah.
the shitty grainy. Every
Yeah.
time we do one of these Skype ones, Skype shows, as soon as you come on and I see you, I'm like, oh man, it's gonna look terrible, and then I remember, hey, it's completely different. What are you doing now?
Yeah, look at here's a camera that I could. That's
There it
totally
is.
totally usable.
Yeah,
That I could use for you,
probably look a lot better.
but it's not plugged in. Well, for next time, I'll remember to do that.
You have like a aura above you, just like a white blob of grainy madness.
That's just the sunlight. I actually have the window open down here in my basement, which is like the
Yeah.
most awesome thing in the world because, you know, fresh air.
Probably gets a little hot.
Fresh air doesn't ever really get down to the basement, so it's nice just to let it flow a little bit. So if you hear any ambient noises, any birds chirping or anything like that, that's why.
That's just the outside.
In Aurora, any gunshots or actually, there's something happening right now.
I
don't know.
hear it.
It's like I don't know what it is. The plane or is it?
Ryan, is this the end of the world?
I don't know what's going on.
Is this-
What's happening?
The timing of that is perfect.
There's a very
Beautiful. I got the window open. It's gonna be great. You hear guns outside and shit.
there's a small airport not too far from here that like small planes or
They have one plane there.
yesterday. I passed by it, and there were 4 helicopters in a row, all flying. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was like helicopter lessons or if something bad was going. I don't know.
When was this?
Yesterday.
Mare, I wonder if it has anything to do with it. Probably not. But Mare was on her way home. She works in the city now, so she has to take the train. And unfortunately, there are delays, lots of delays. And I guess one yesterday was someone got hit on the tracks when she was coming home. Not her train, the train in front of her, but it was like an old dude.
That happens.
I guess he tried to cane it around the those little barriers. Don't go around them.
They're barriers for a reason.
When they're down for a reason. Especially if you're an elderly man that is not,
Yeah, it's not
a foot.
It's not a challenge.
Use caution. So, I don't know.
That's scary stuff, man. That happens.
Those trains, they come out of nowhere.
I had a friend in
It's not a funny thing at all. I don't even know why I brought that up.
I had a friend in elementary school who's was a conductor, and he's like, he told me he's totally hit people before. It's just like it's part of the deal. Like you're probably gonna hit someone.
That's crazy.
Some point.
Did you
even if it's like whatever, like some like you're gonna hit something, an animal. You're just it's gonna happen.
I'm trying to remember the exact story, and I know I'm gonna get it wrong, but it was like one of the people in charge of the Chicago Metro. Did you hear about this? That I think he got caught. There was some sort of fraud. He was going to go to jail. His life was ruined. And he pretty much sat on the train tracks and committed suicide that way. I'm like...
That's one way to go, I guess.
Some straight out of like the movies kind of shit,
Yeah.
If you're going to go, you take that route.
You go the way your job or something. It's weird.
You should look that up again.
I don't know if I really want to look.
Interesting. Well,
it's an interesting story.
Though.
Yeah.
You're going to go out. I can think of a lot better way to go out than getting hit by a train.
I don't know. I think that's probably pretty,
Depends. Depends on how clean of a...
I guess.
We're going to a dark place. Probably don't want to go here.
If you get hit head on or just sit on the tracks or whatever, like if you get hit by a train, you get hit by a train, man.
I'm talking if you just get clipped though.
If you get clipped, it's bad. Obviously.
That's bad.
Then you just lose like a limb or something like that. But if you get hit by a train, I don't think you're gonna survive getting hit by a train. You just get hit by a train.
You don't think the human body bounces in a way that you'd survive?
No. We were talking about this. Tommy was talking about this. Our dad yesterday, because I don't know
about bodies bouncing.
No, about getting hit by trains. Because we were talking.
What?
I went to a Ducks Unlimited banquet last night with Tommy.
Oh man!
Which is quite the event.
How many guns did you win?
I didn't win any guns, sadly. I tried
to
win.
Did I win any guns?
No, he won one duck call, and that was it. I think like we spent. Both of us.
Is it a mating call?
No, it's like a really.
Does he sound like a horny duck?
It's a really probably. He always sounds like a horny duck. It's a really cheap. It was not very well crafted. We probably spent $200 something combined, and all we won was one cheap duck call. But it's all for a good.
Totally worth it.
It's all for a good cause. It's not for for conservation of wetlands in the area for ducks.
For all the horny ducks out there.
All the horny ducks, just getting some.
There's a lot of duck rape in the animal world, Ryan.
Go back to the awful train story and duck rape.
Look it up.
And the amazing time I had yesterday with my father at Ducks Unlimited banquet, which is an awkward thing to go to, no matter what. Yeah. He had a friend. They were talking about he went with a couple of his buddies, and me. And they were talking about, places around the area they used to hunt at, and he used to hunt like across, or like he used to go down like railroad tracks and hunt like pheasants and stuff.
Sure.
And he had a buddy that had a dog with him, and the dog always like flipped out when it heard the train, like the whoosh whoosh noise of the train. So he'd like hold on to the dog and grab the dog. One time,
Is this gonna be a really sad story?
one time the dog got out of his arms, and yeah, he got hit by the train.
What the fuck?
We're talking about, but it wasn't like a dead. He just like ran like dead on into the train, and it killed the dog pretty instantly. We're talking about how quickly things can get killed by trains.
So we just lost all of our listeners.
A dog
might
running
as well-
perpendicular
We
into
might
a
as well
moving
just
train
stop it here.
does not survive. I found out last night. And I guess Tommy witnessed that when he was like 17 years old.
That is terrible.
I know. Just put it out there in the world.
Explains a lot.
You know, it really does. It does explain a lot.
Oh my god.
Do you want to talk about something fun like video games?
Oh, I don't know if there's company coming back from that. This is the most depressing show we've ever done.
Oh God.
It really has. This is it.
This is it. Episode 80.
80.
It's our darkest moment.
I guess so.
Is that the name of the episode?
Instead of DuckTales, you just call it Dark Tales.
Dark Tales.
Dark Tales.
I guess. I don't know.
Okay. Well,
I like that in the middle of that story, you had a moment of like, is this gonna be sad or is everything gonna be okay? Is that
no,
dog
I
gonna
knew
be
this
all
was
right?
going to be sad. I was hoping it would go the other way. Ugh. At least
No,
At
go
least we
ahead.
didn't go over like the dog's name, its
I didn't.
backstory.
This is literally all the information that I know.
Okay.
Is what I told you.
Let's try to.
And the internet.
Okay. Video games. Need to come back. So, what have you been playing, Ryan?
I played a lot of The Division.
Okay.
I put, I don't know, 30 something
You
hours
and
into The
about
Division.
everyone else in the world, what do you got?
What do I got? What do you mean? What do I got?
I don't know. What do you got?
I got 30 hours in The Division under my belt. And
Okay. How do you like it?
it's okay. I don't think I'm going to go back to The Division. I don't know.
30 hours. Are you you got level 30 character?
No, I'm like level 28 or 29. And
Our good buddy Andrew told me he got to like level 30 in the first week.
What? It took
Where
me,
are you at?
It took me a month to get to where I'm at. And that's, well, it takes about that long because it took me that long to do like the story missions.
Okay.
I did the story, so I like completed the story,
Yeah.
which wasn't very good. The final boss kind of sucked. Actually, kind of all the bosses aren't very great. There's not really a ton of
Are there
diversity.
any good boss fights anymore?
I would say I really enjoy the boss fights in like character action games. Like I've been like screwing with Bayonetta 2 every once in a while, and I like the bosses in that. People would probably, I don't play Dark Souls, but people would probably argue that the bosses in Dark Souls are fun. They're all kind of like different and interesting.
They're all impossible.
They're all impossible. But yeah, I don't know. Boss fights aren't as, I don't know, prevalent or interesting as they used to be anymore. And in Destiny there's some interesting boss fights that, you know, I think the main thing in Destiny and The Division are pretty similar in kind of like the loot and shoot, as it's been called, genre.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you get away with it in Destiny because you're fighting, you know, big aliens and things that aren't just dudes in coats and stuff like that in New York. Like, I'm just running around shooting dudes in hoodies and things like that. And it's weird.
Is everyone wearing a coat?
Everyone's wearing a coat or a hoodie or everyone's got a backpack full of stuff.
Because they're all survivors, right?
They're all survivors. And like even like the beginning of that game, like you shoot dudes that don't shoot at you first. They're just like marked as enemies, and it's just like literally dudes in hoodies,
Slaughter mode.
dudes in hoodies and like baseball caps, and like it's on your map that this dude's an enemy, so you just pop him without him even shooting
Fuck him
back.
up.
Yeah, it's a little weird in that sense, just like run around and murder people. But Yeah, I don't
It'd
know.
make you feel like a big man.
It does not. It makes me feel just kind of weird shooting random people on the street. Um, but yeah, going back to the bosses, just they're so like bullet spongy, and it's a guy in like armor or a guy in something like that, and then just shooting him forever. Some of the boss fights last 10 minutes. Especially like the last one. Spoilers if you care about the division. You fight a helicopter at the end.
No, ruined.
So the whole game it's a third person cover based shooter where you use cover and flank guys and use strategy, and you have different like shock grenades or whatever to kind of knock out different elements of guys. And then at the end, it's a helicopter that obviously doesn't have anything to do with cover because it's always shooting directly down at you, and you're just kind of running around this area, trying not to die because this helicopter can one-shot you and shoot it as quick as you can. So yeah, that was a little disappointing, and it took forever for it to die. And then it dies, and it's like you did it, and then there's like an awful cutscene, and then. That's the end of the game. So yeah, I don't know.
I didn't even really realize that there was a story to it.
So there is. I don't know. It doesn't really. It basically goes over. There's like 4 different factions, like whatever gangs of people, and each one of them kind of like goes up a tier in the gear that they have. Like the first like gang is like just dudes in like hoodies. The next guy have like biohazard suits and like can shoot pyro or like flamethrowers and stuff, and the next guys actually have like guns, and have a little bit of armor, and then the last guys are like full on like military group, with that can, and every time the AI kicks up, so in the beginning like they're pretty dumb, and at the end they're really trying to like flank you and trying to strategize against you. So but yeah, I don't know about that game. I never hit level 30, so I never really hit like some of that end game stuff. I guess like the
dark zone,
the daily grind. Yeah, I went in the dark zone once to kind of just check it out, and it was okay. I think I was in like early dark zones, so there weren't a ton of people in there. So I saw one other guy, and we like shot some bad guys, and that was about it. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the Division. I don't think I'd play another Division game. I don't think I'm gonna check out any of the DLC. I never did reach the end game where there's like daily challenges and things like that. But I don't at this point, since there's no story missions to really get a lot of XP. The only way I can grind to like level 30 is to do like side missions over and over again, and they're all very similar in scope. So I don't know if I really want to grind, and of course with the last 2 levels you need the most XP to reach that end goal of level 30. So I would have to like grind out a bunch of those levels, or a bunch of those side missions, and they're literally on the map called side missions, which I think is pretty funny. Just cut out the middle, man. Fuck it. These are side missions, man. But yeah, I don't know.
Really.
I think I played and
repetitive.
Yeah, repetitive, totally. I mean, it's like another like open world Ubisoft game. Like an Assassin's Creed or a Far Cry or whatever. You go
Watch Dogs.
Yes, you go. I never play Watch Dogs, but yeah, you go to different areas. And then you like unlock the main like hub, and then a bunch of like side missions pop up on your map, and like main missions. And then you can go do those things, and then you go to another area and you find the main hub, and then it's just that over and over again. So yeah, I don't know. It definitely feels like
didn't catch you like Destiny would, which is kind of surprising.
Yeah, I thought maybe the differences in like third person cover would kind of get the same looting feels from me, but it just didn't. I don't know. I think if I played with people, it might have helped. I played pretty much solo the whole time, so
it didn't help you out.
That probably didn't help. I did play a couple times. A nice thing is that in each of the story missions, there's an option right before. There's like an invisible wall, like that says like, "Hey, if you cross this line, you're in the story mission." So right before that, you can actually like set the difficulty to get more XP or whatever, and then you can also matchmake to get into that. So like there were definitely a couple of missions that I was having troubles with. So I just said, "Hey, I'm gonna matchmake, see if anyone else is at this point where I'm at." And sure enough, like there were a fair amount of people that just jumped out. I think a group of 6 is the max you can do to like go in to those missions. And then of course, depending on how big your party is, they add more enemies or stuff like that. So you're not just like running through the whole mission. So yeah, I don't know. The Division. It's I if
8.5.
if you were interested in kind of like loot type games and Destiny wasn't your jam, I would probably check it out. If you're into shooters and you think like getting new gear and the fun of that is appealing to you, then maybe this would be a game for you. But other than that, I think there's probably better RPGs out there to get kind of your RPG fix. So, yeah, I don't know.
I probably won't, just because it's just not really my kind of
It's not your kind of game.
Destiny didn't grab me, but I don't think really any of those games the whole idea of grinding and the whole like having to be repetitive for the sake of just leveling up and getting better weapons and more shit just doesn't appeal to me. So
It feels good to get better stuff though.
It
feels real good.
I guess I just want stuff given to me. I just feel entitled, Ryan. Just give me things.
You got to earn that stuff, and it feels real good.
I don't earn anything. That's not true.
The problem is that it's totally like a slot machine, and this is all these kind of loot games. Is that you go through it, and whatever 9 times out of 10 you don't get the stuff that you want, but that 10th time when you do get that stuff you want, it's pretty great. Yeah.
And after you get that thing you really wanted, do you keep playing or do you kind of just like stop it there?
Because there's always a level that you can go up. I got this amazing sniper rifle, but it would be really great a sniper rifle and assault rifle.
Shut up, Charlie.
What is my dog doing? I think she's
crying.
I think
like
she's
a little baby.
I think she's thirsty and wants to go upstairs. You want to go upstairs? I'm gonna run away real quick.
God, what am I supposed to do?
Fill time.
Na 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 na.
What have you been playing?
Oh.
So
I just kind of wanted to sing "I Dream of Jeannie." I think that's what that was.
Or you can just do that.
Was that "I Dream of Jeannie"? So I've been playing a few things. That's it. That's all I got. No, I've been playing. It's been a long time since I've gotten into like a baseball game. So I got the show.
Oh.
Yeah. I feel like though, you kind of go in when we talk about these things. You kind of go in and you talk about all the little, details and how you feel and everything like that on a game. You give it your review. You give it your seal of approval or not. For a sports game, it's kind of hard at this point because it's more sports.
Well, I think like the core obviously game is there.
Right. It feels good. If I think I'm trying to think of the last, maybe it's 2013. I think I got the show because it came with my PS3. It was 14 or 13. I can't remember.
God, I feel like you were real late to that PS3. It's just snuck in there.
I was real late. But the core mechanics are there. It feels good. I like that. It's not a lot of those baseball games. I feel are kind of overcomplicated for the sake of like they have the little reticles that you have to line up when you're hitting. You have to follow the pitch and be perfect. This is just kind of like You aim with your stick. You have like a regular swing, a power swing, contact swing. You make your choice. You swing the bat. The game moves on. Pitching is meter based, so
Okay.
you do like strength, and then you do accuracy. It's coming back down. You have your different pitches. So, um, it's baseball. I don't know. It's fun to me. I'm not that. I don't know if I'm that nuts about it anymore. I just kind of wanted to give it a try, just because it's been a while. And I'm kind of. I feel like with all these sports games too, like they're fun, um, but they kind of get me excited in general because I'm a sports fan myself. So they kind of gets me excited for because baseball
The
just started. So
season of yeah.
it's a nice little introduction. You kind of learn your team a little better. You learn just
Sure.
spring has sprung, Ryan. Look at I'm letting the light. Um, so it's just kind of cool as a nice little reminder that that's the time of year we're in and that's what we're doing. So
It's the mood. It's feeling yeah, the mood
and
of the
there's people
season.
that go way deep into it, like all those ultimate team stuff and every sports game now has like the cards, the collectible cards to like build your ultimate team and all that bullshit.
Because I want you to free to play, buy stuff, and
Not
whatever.
this guy, Ryan. This guy ain't falling for that bullshit. I know people really enjoy that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the old man in me that just wants to get into like franchise mode or get into season mode.
I just want to
Give
play
me
my baseball.
Give me
Damn
my
it.
team. We're gonna play some baseball. What happens, happens.
Yeah.
I haven't even played online yet. I wonder how that works.
I don't know.
I get, especially with a game like that that's all meter based, if there's any sort of lag at all,
It's
I
rough.
think the experience is broken.
I think
So,
we played a couple years ago. We played Tekken Bowling on my big HD TV.
played Tekken Bowl.
Tekken Bowling,
Yeah.
on
Oh
the
yeah.
on,
I'm well familiar.
but
I was
we
just taking a sip. I didn't hear you.
we played it on my big HD TV. With it was the PS3 re-release of like Tekken Tag whenever that came out. Tekken Hybrid, I think is what it's called. But yeah, you going from the PS2 where it was on a CRT and stuff like that, where there was zero lag, to on a big laggy TV. There's a big difference in that. So I could totally see it. It's funny, like for all those like meter based things, I don't know why there isn't like a calibration somewhere. Like some music games do that. Some of the later like rock bands and Guitar Heroes and stuff.
I don't have much problem with it offline. I just curious.
Oh, what it's like online?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder. That was another thing going back to the Division, is that it's all server based. So there were like some weekends where, hey, the servers are really bad, and even me in like a single player mission by myself, single player, I can't talk. Single player mission by myself. There was like a delay on hits of like from my gun, or like I would be alive and then some guy would shoot me and then I'd be dead. Like it was like that much of a delay. Like I could still shoot and stuff. Like the actual like hits would have to go back to their server and then come back to my game and register as a hit. And that was really annoying and just weird. Especially in like you can like heal yourself and things like that. So I wouldn't use my heal unless I really needed it because you only have a limited amount of them. So if I was alive and then I got hit really bad, and it didn't register quick enough for me to hit my heal button, I would just be dead pretty much.
Dead.
So yeah, it was really strange. Like I don't understand why in a single player game where all the I don't know where everything should be on the disk or in the system, that it has to still connect back to the server. If I understand, obviously, if I'm in a party of dudes and things like that, and we're all in the same game. If it's just me, I don't know if the coding of it or whatever, it's easier just to say like, oh, you're always online no matter what, just done, instead of coding it two different ways like that. But yeah, just super annoying.
I feel like this internet thing is, it's just a fad. I think I think we won't have to worry about it for too much
you're right.
longer.
That's right. Single player games will be back and everything will be fine. It won't be.
We'll be back on our
The free to play. That's no whatever.
TVs.
You'll spend $60 and then you'll get a whole game, no DLC, especially day of DLC. There won't be any season passes anymore.
No more opening packs of cards in sport games.
Packs of cards.
God, those fucking. I wonder what game started that. Was it Madden that started that?
Probably. Or I think FIFA. The FIFAs are really popular with that kind of stuff. I don't know.
It's in every game now. Every one of those sport games.
Well, I mean, EA does all those.
Except Rocket League, the purest of sporting games.
That's right.
I love Rocket League. I still play Rocket League about every day.
I played it yesterday.
Rocket League is so fucking good. Have I said that yet?
No, I don't think you haven't said that in the show.
It's so fucking fun. Play it. We got basketball coming, Ryan. Rocket League basketball. You heard about this?
Is it out yet?
No, it's supposed to come out at the end of this month.
Oh, I think they were trying to do it for March Madness, obviously, and it just didn't happen. But
close enough.
Close enough. Whatever.
They'll make NBA playoffs.
Yeah, everything will be fine.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I have seen it.
Like a giant toilet bowl.
Yeah.
That you try to put the old ball in. I have a feeling it's going to be very high scoring. It looks like a lot easier to actually get in position to score.
Is it like ramps up to the?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like I said, like a giant toilet bowl.
I don't know how. Is there a backboard? I saw one screenshot at some point.
It's a backboard.
Okay, that's how you would do it, I suppose.
Or you could just try to ramp it up and then go follow it and knock it in.
Yeah, you could do that.
I can't wait.
So excited. We'll shoot a video for that at some point.
Andrew's gonna have to join us for that one.
Yeah, that's fun. That was a fun.
And
Burkitts.
And Bozo Burkitts. I don't know if it's 4-on-4, but we'll fit him in.
This
is Brian from down the street.
This is our 5th year doing this stupid podcast now. It's been 5
years. We made it.
We made it 5 years.
We've only gotten to episode 80.
I know, that's kind of sad, but whatever. We're busy.
We do this on our own time. We don't make any money, so
whatever.
I don't know what I'm trying to say. Thank you for listening. We do appreciate it.
We lose money, in fact.
Oh yeah. Send me a bill. I'll help you out.
Oh no, it's okay. It's not that much money.
It's enough money.
It's enough money. It's a small.
It's enough money.
It's a small subscription to something
to keep these
episodes alive. I
got Blue Apron, Ryan.
Oh, there you go.
I think they should sponsor us.
There you go.
I got it. I tried my first. Got my crispy catfish meal last night. Crispy catfish sandwiches.
Why would they sponsor us if you're giving it away for free?
Well, what if I say good things about it? What if I said, "Oh, those shitty ass crispy catfish sandwiches"?
Then you're giving it away for free.
But if I'm saying they're shitty,
I guess if you're saying you're shitty, then yes, it's not good.
Until they sponsor us, I'm going to stay completely neutiral about the catfish sandwiches.
There you go. Who knows?
I didn't die. I'm here.
It's quite a bar.
I was really curious too because they send you. So they send you, and for those of you that don't know Blue Apron,
giving it away for free.
What it is it's for people that are too lazy to come up with ideas of their own meals. They send you all the ingredients for I got the 3-meal subscription.
Is that 3 meals a week or?
Yes.
Jesus. Okay.
3 meals forever.
Is it for 2 people or is it just you? Okay.
No, not just me. They have the sad plan.
The sad bachelor.
The sad. you just send ramen noodles. They should send you a DiGiorno pizza. And they just put a post-it on the DiGiorno that just says, "This will get you by 2 days." We'll check in on you next week.
Just pizza and old pornography.
Yeah,
that's all you need.
Yeah, Just a little old 70 bush.
Sad
Yeah.
bachelor.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's 3 meals a week.
Uh-huh.
2.
Uh-huh.
I was really curious because they send you the meat. So each meal has a meat.
Is it frozen
And
or
I
is it
checked my
fresh?
FedEx. It got delivered at like 9 o'clock yesterday morning. I'm at work. I don't get home until
It's
like
in the sun all
6.
day.
That's a long time to be outside. So I'm like, and they sent me, catfish before I made it crispy, the raw catfish, and they just sent just I just pictured 2 flopping catfish on your patio.
I wonder if
They just give you a whacking stick.
uh-huh.
They just leave 2 catfish flopping on your patio.
At some point I wonder if like birds or something would get interested in that.
So the packaging is quite impressive though.
Yeah.
So it comes in a big box, and it has like what do you call it? Like a silvery liner to it. So they have like a giant bubble silver liner to it. And is Jack crying? What's happening?
Sorry, I was turning it down because he's getting a little upset.
Oh no. Oh no. He's just excited about
He's excited about the catfish.
He's excited about Blue Apron.
That's right.
Check it out, blueapron.com.
God, just give it away for free.
But what they do is they have these 2 giant ice packs.
Oh,
And
really? Okay. So that's
They
good.
they sandwiched all the meat between those 2 giant ice packs. It was still frozen by the time I opened it. I wonder during the summer months though, when it's like 90, 100 degrees outside, how that would work. But in the meantime, I did not vomit. No food poisoning.
Great.
We had some crispy catfish.
Great. That's all you can ask for, really.
Yeah. So there you go. There's your until they sponsor us. There's your Blue Apron update of the week.
Didn't die.
Didn't die. If you gave us a little bit of money, might say it was good. I don't know. Let's see that.
I don't know.
So I was playing the show.
That's good. That's good.
I'm a White Sox fan.
All right.
Go Sox. Did you know the Sox and Cubs are they have like 2 best records in the league right now?
Really?
They're both 8-2.
I'm gonna tell you a little secret. I don't know. I don't pay attention to baseball at all. Not even a little bit. Oh God, where are we going? Oh, look at that. Little Cubs, little Sox. If you're watching the video, Cole's got Cubs and Sox. What are those flags? In
Dog cage. This room is just like the junk room that we haven't really done anything with yet.
That's what my second bedroom was until we got a kid, and then all the junk went away.
I mean, it's in quite the shambles.
Oh God, I was cleaning my room today, and I found some like old T-shirts that I don't know why I still have them. Like old, I found like Corn T-shirts.
Nice.
I found a Linkin Park T-shirt.
I still wear my Chicago Bulls championship shirt from like the 95, 96 season.
That's pretty great.
I mean, it's really, you can't really make it out too well at this point, but it's still there. I did try too, going back to video games. Before we got on, I tried the remote play on my PC for my PS4.
How'd that work out? Probably
so update, what was it, 3.5?
I think it was, I think 3.5.
So it gives you, I guess I could get a list of exact updates. I guess there's quite a few. But
off the top of my head, I can think of, you can do notifications when like friends are on. You can do away, set it, your preference to like, I'm not online when you're online, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then the big thing is kind of like this remote play stuff that is now it's been a Vita or a feature on the Vita since pretty much the PS4's launched, and now that has gone to PC and Mac.
Yep. And I had a few minutes to kill before you jumped on, and I got the Uncharted collection, so that's another thing I've been playing through. Not that we need to really talk about Uncharted too much, but the goal is for me to kind of get through all 3 of them before the new one comes out next month.
Yeah.
I've played through the first like two. I haven't played the last one though, but I just want to kind of walk through them all.
I played through 3, and that was the only one I played. So
If we combined,
we're all set.
we'd be good. It works really well.
It works well in your
So-
situation.
So I haven't tried it wirelessly yet. I guess I can't say to that. My
You're all
So
hardwired.
in my homestead where this computer is located, my router is about the furthest away it possibly can be, which was not a good idea when I set all this up. But
No.
to this point,
Whatever.
here we are. So
Problems we face.
I have a really long Ethernet cable, so we just strung that downstairs right now, and I was trying it out, and wired works great, very responsive. I noticed in doing the remote play with my Xbox compared to PS4, this one seemed to work a lot better.
Yeah.
I tried to play a game of Rocket League and was not. I figured if any game would suffer from like lag, Rocket League would be
An online
just-
match of Rocket League.
yes, would be really bad. It actually worked really good. I scored a goal. We
There
had a
you
good time. Where it is kind of limited, I would say, is just visually it's not as beautiful
Sure.
if you just
Yeah.
did straight HDMI to your TV or whatever.
Yeah.
Some of the colors a little washed. It seemed
It's
to be
it's definitely compressed. It's
compressed for sure. It's definitely compressed. I noticed. I don't know if it was just a setting on my monitor, but it was way darker than how I had it set downstairs. It could be just a difference in
yeah.
in what I was using, but of course I was like in the part in Uncharted where Drake, spoiler, is like going underneath the church.
Doesn't mean anything, but
I know. It's not really a spoiler at all. But it was like a very
there's a
dark part.
church. There's a church in Uncharted.
There's a church and there's some platforming and you shoot people.
I've
And
also
it was a very
after
it was a
we
very
talk about
dark-
this, I've been playing a game that's also very much like that.
Yeah. But it was a very dark section of the game, and I really struggled to navigate. So, could be just a setting, like I said, may not represent what is actually going on, but just something I noticed in playing from one screen to another.
So I'm interested in checking this out. I've been remote playing with my Vita, and actually, I have the PlayStation TV thing, which is like a Vita that has an HDMI out on it, pretty much. That one's in Jack's room, and that one was hardwired, and that one worked pretty good. Being connected to a TV. I've played like Rocket League.
You're like one of 3 people that bought that, I think.
I think it's discontinued now. I've played Rocket League with it before. I've played actually like beat a boss in Bloodborne with it when I was playing Bloodborne. So I mean, it's usable. The thing I really don't like about the Vita is that I gotta use the Vita controls, and they're not 1-to-1 with a PS4 like a DualShock 4. So I would be more interested in this.
You can just plug your DualShock
right into
directly USB.
right into a laptop, and like you're kind of ready to go, and you have a bigger
Good to go.
screen and stuff like that. Yeah, I've kind of experienced the same things where Wi-Fi is kind of touchy.
I
For it,
want to try it Wi-Fi. See,
I actually set up in a similar
how it
situation where
works.
you are, where my like main Wi-Fi router is downstairs, and I usually like to play in my bed upstairs, which is
Yeah.
you know
Far away.
3 floors up. So I actually bought a repeater in upstairs that's actually just hardwired into the network. It's
Okay.
hardwired and then repeats. So and that's like right next to my bed. So that actually helped out a whole bunch. Because you can't hardwire into a Vita, obviously, because it doesn't have an Ethernet port.
Right.
So I had to set up this dumb Wi-Fi. Anyway, so that helped out a lot. It seems like the stronger the signal is, the better it works. You can actually also, I know on the Vita, you can set it up to connect. I don't know if it connects like Bluetooth or if it connects. There's a way to do it off the network where you tell the PS4 to connect directly with the Vita. And it spits out a signal, and that signal is always super strong. But
you can use your Vita as a controller, can't you? I think you can.
You could do that if you wanted. Or it's like the same stuff they use for like, I don't know if any game ever did this, but the second screen experience. there's things like that you can use it for, and you can
Remember smart glass? Remember that?
Yeah, but that was different. That's like that was over Wi-Fi, and that wasn't like direct controls typically. Where this is that. So I don't know how if it connects over Bluetooth or whatever it has to connect to the PS4. But that always works the best. But that is the shortest distance. It's kind of like a Wii U controller, where it doesn't connect too far away from the device.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were like in your basement and Mare wanted to watch something on TV and you didn't have another TV down there, that would probably be the best way to go, like on a laptop or whatever. But yeah, whatever. Hardwired obviously is the next best, and then wireless is.
Yeah, I put a new network card in my desktop up here, which helped out a lot. I also do have one of those range extenders upstairs.
So that probably.
I don't have a big house.
And you have a pretty open areas. It's not like a bunch of walls.
So where I am right now, the room I'm in it has to go through the floor. Okay. It has to go through the garage. It has to go through the laundry room. So it has like 4 or 5 walls.
But it has
between here to the router.
Yeah. But there are some concrete walls in all that.
Right. I literally am in the worst room for wireless in the house. I put my desktop in here.
Oh, that's good. Perfect. It's exactly what you want.
It was great planning. It has gotten a lot better though since I've done a few things.
Yeah.
So
I'm really not looking forward to this in a house I move into.
What, setting everything up?
Yeah. Tommy, our parents are like building an extension on their house, and I looked at that yesterday, and he knows he's gonna put a TV on this wall, so he like set up the electronics for it right there. So, God, I wish I could do that.
All the a lot of the new houses or whatever, they just all have all that stuff already wired.
God, I wish I could just run Cat 6 like through my whole house and then be done to like every room.
Awesome. That'd be so awesome.
Be great. Be great. Just have a giant like switch or something at the bottom.
Just have a giant network throughout the house.
Fuck.
Us in our houses that weren't built when things were not things. I don't even know if that made sense. So I guess remote play. It's cool. Give it a try.
I want to check it out.
Download it. PC, Mac.
I want to check it out.
Check it out
on my PC or on my laptop, my Mac laptop. I've been playing Quantum Break, Cole, for the last week and a half now. I'm on like the last chapter.
Okay.
So it's not very long.
I do want to play it soon. No spoilers, please.
No spoilers. Okay, that's fair enough.
How's Iceman?
They make a small spoiler, and it's really not a spoiler or whatever. They make a reference to like when he starts getting his time powers. Yeah. There's like one guy there. It's like, whoa, what are you, some kind of X-Man?
Really?
In the game, and I was just like, that's fucking stupid. Like I was like, just like,
did we really go there?
Yeah. What the fuck?
We really reference the X-Men movies.
He says X-Man though, because it's a singular person. But yes, they do reference the X-Men movies.
The X-Mans.
The X-Mans. I'm an X-Mans.
Is it cool? You enjoy it?
It's weird. It's I don't know. I don't know if I'm enjoying it or not. I'm gonna play through it because I'm on the last level of it.
We really have.
Fuck. I don't have any definitive. I like it or no. I don't.
No. I played it, but I hate it.
But I played it because I bought it and I want to play through it. And
how am I looking right now? Am I looking okay?
You're a little dark.
More light, less light.
I don't know. Whatever you want. That's pretty bright. But your camera will
adjust. It adjusts. I know.
It's a Quantum Break.
It's top of the line, Ryan. Did I tell you that?
You did.
Top of the line webcam.
I'm trying to like it. So I went from The Division, which is a third-person cover-based shooter, to Quantum Break, which is a third-person cover-based shooter. Yeah. But you have time powers, so it's way cooler.
Time cop,
obviously. yeah, I think the powers, the actual time powers that you get in it, just talking about like the core gameplay, they're diverse enough that they stay interesting, and you can kind of combo them in to different things. So basically, you get a time shield that like shields you from bullets, stop bullets from coming at you. You can like pop time bubbles, so you could like slow a guy down in the singular bubble, and then shoot a bunch of bullets into that bubble, and then when that bubble bursts,
it's
he gets all the bullets into him. This is a big bubble. I don't know. Anyway, it's a very loose bubble.
that's a very experienced bubble.
Experience. You get like a dash, of course, so you can like dart around different things. You can actually like slow down time and run up, and then tap B and like melee people.
Do they still
in slow-mo.
plan? I kind of fell off Quantum Break. Are they still doing like a show out of it too?
So
That's still happening?
So the main flow of the game is, and this isn't really spoiling anything, is you play a level of the actual video game.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get to a thing called a junction, where you make a decision, and then it's a 22-minute or so episode of television in the middle of your video game, where I put the controller down and I'm watching for 20, as long as a regular half-an-hour episode of television is. Are
there commercial breaks?
No, there's not commercial breaks.
I'm glad.
So that's why it's like 20. It's not a half an hour. It's like whatever, 22,
it's weird that they would time
minutes.
it to be the amount of a normal show.
I think
without commercials.
At some point there was hopes to make this a show, and those hopes didn't pan out. So, and the decision you made earlier, feeds into the television show a little bit and the game a little bit.
You shot Johnny.
It doesn't ever go that deep. As if I can remember, it's very minimal kind of decisions that you make, that just kind of, you can almost see like the seams of where it like affected, like, oh, there would have been like a different scene here if I would have picked the other choice.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know, but it there's totally like a low budget kind of sci-fi basic cable.
Is there a Sharknado in it?
A television show.
A time Sharknado?
In the middle of the game, and then you're on to Act 2 and then the whole cycle starts over again. So there's 5 acts in the game, and that happens. I don't know. I haven't finished the game, but I assume 5 times, which I kind of made the realization while I was playing. I'm in the middle of playing the last act. I kind of made the realization to myself, like, oh, after I like finish playing this act, then I'm gonna have one of these decision things probably, because that's what's happened this whole game, and then the game's gonna end with a 22-minute television show, and that'll be the end of the game. So I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not gonna be playing the end of this video game.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think the actual like moment-to-moment gameplay of the time powers mixed with the cover-based shooting is fun.
Mm-hmm.
And that's engaging, and there's a lot of options that you can do. Like, you can slow someone down with the bubble and then dash into him and hit B to melee him. You can, there's like different ways to like combo all these different abilities together. And there's a core amount of guns that you can pick up, of just like an SMG or an assault rifle, or there's a carbine, but you can't actually like zoom in or anything. So the time powers are the kind of like the core element of the game. The shooting is not that great. There's also a fair amount of platforming in it, and like third person platforming, like in this like shooter game isn't very good. It's just not good. So
you're really selling it for me.
There's definitely like, and maybe I don't like Quantum Break. The more I talk about it.
Did you pay full price, or did you get that? I think it was on sale for like $47.
I'm part of the Gamers Club Unlocked at Blockbuster, so I get all my games for that price.
You just said Blockbuster,
or
my
fuck,
friend.
Best Buy. At get all my games at Blockbuster. At Best Buy.
God, I wish Blockbuster was still around.
God, got my Blockbuster gift card, ready to roll.
Got my new AOL disc I got at Blockbuster. Ready to start that up.
So at Best Buy, so yeah, I get all my games for that. And
where did that come from?
What, the AOL discs or the
Blockbuster?
I think just the BB in my. I don't know. Best Buy.
You miss Blockbuster?
Every day. No, I don't. I don't really miss Blockbuster.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
There's something nice about going there and picking things out and looking at shit and getting a physical.
Yeah, I guess
something.
I mean, I like going to physical like stores and like buying things and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know.
Now renting movies is just easy.
If I'm gonna
everything's too easy now.
If I'm gonna rent something, I like the availability of just like picking it off a store and just getting it immediately. But if I'm like buying like physical discs, like I like to go to a store and buy them. I guess is kind of where my draw is. If I like a movie so much that
as your room is cluttered with Amazon boxes,
and I got a whole stack of, look at how much Disney must love me. I got all these Disney.
Oh, can I borrow Ant-Man? I haven't seen it
yet. Sure. I watched it the other night. I didn't see it either.
Why don't you bring it on over?
I'm part of the Disney movie club now, because now that I have a kid.
You're swinging on by.
Disney, is it in here? Yeah. Okay.
Bring me the little ant.
I will. I haven't watched the new Captain America yet. I bought that too.
Winter Soldier?
Yeah. Or I guess, yeah. That's not, well, yeah, the last one. I don't know if I'd call it the new one anymore since the next one's out in like.
It's pretty old.
In a week or two at this point, or a couple weeks, or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Quantum Break. Yeah, I don't know.
It's getting a glowing review.
If you can get it for like $20 or $30, it's probably a good.
You have a disc, right?
Of Quantum Break, yeah.
Yeah.
Can
I borrow that?
Sure. Just about everything.
Because I don't think I was gonna buy it, but now you're.
I don't know. It is a.
You just took away one of their sales, Ryan.
It is a. Literally, it is a 10-hour single-player only game where.
Is the acting even good?
Where 2 hours of it is television. So whatever you want.
I like television.
Where it's mediocre television. And the thing about the television is that it doesn't even follow the main. It's like the beeline story. It doesn't even follow the main like characters and stuff like that. Which I don't know. I guess that's a good thing because. Like, you would want to play the main character of the game. You wouldn't just want to watch him. But then again, it makes me, like, not care as much about the television parts.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to see it. I want to play through it. I do like a good, like, time story every now and again. I think those are fun. And there were a lot of
story.
And there were a lot of like questions at the beginning. Like, I don't know how this is gonna conclude. Maybe they just won't explain some of this stuff, and they do eventually like explain it. Which is nice. Which some video games just never explain things. Writing in video games is usually not very good, but at least there's like a cohesive, understandable story in this game. So I'm looking forward to seeing how it ends. But I just kind of want it to end. How's that sound?
Doesn't sound great.
I just want to check it off the list. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. That's my review / talk about Quantum Break. Glowing
review.
There's cool moments in the game. Like, you remember like when they first announced the Xbox
This
One.
was supposed to be like this was going to be like the new IP, you know? This is going to be like one of their biggies.
I could totally see this having a sequel. I think the sales have been pretty good for it. I think there was like some stat where it's like the best new Xbox IP like this generation for them.
Well, how many have there been?
Sunset, Killer Instinct, Rise, if you want to count that.
I don't count that.
You know, there's definitely has been a few.
You're just looking at your wall.
I'm looking at my wall of things that I've gotten. But yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say, going back to when the Xbox One was announced, there was that cutscene of the boat, the ship, like crashing through the bridge. Do you remember that? There was like a ship that there was like a glitch in time, and the ship like jumped fast forward right into a bridge, and then the bridge like exploded around the ship and whatever, which is like a cool moment, and whatever. And then you can the idea is that you would like stop and like look at it and be able to like walk around and look at the awe of this ship and whatever exploding.
What mini disc do you have?
I'm sorry, I have a mini disc that I was messing with. It's just a driver disc for something, I don't know. It was in my computer and I pulled it out. But so in that cutscene, when it was originally shown to us, it was this cool like moment, and it showed off how cool the Xbox was, and you could look at all these particle effects and everything's happening. But in the actual like end product of the game, you're just like not very well like platforming through this kind of frozen explosion, and it doesn't like feel very good. And at some points the character Jack Joyce is his name, can like Iceman can it's just weird where sometimes he can jump like over a giant thing that was like a scripted thing that he's on, but if you figure out a different way to go up there and you have like a box in front of you, you can't jump over it. Just like the inconsistencies of there's one path to get through this thing, so you see all this cool stuff, but it's really supposed to be kind of like a platforming puzzle, but you can't really like puzzle it out. You have to follow this exact kind of route. I don't know. I wish there were more elements where I could mess with the time powers that I have, but the game never really amps up to a moment where...
Can you like freeze time and place someone in front of a bullet and then react, like turn time back on?
No, it works the other way, where you freeze the time around them and then shoot bullets into that frozen time.
Got it.
So, and that's definitely how the best way to like take out some of the bosses is that you like freeze time, shoot a shotgun like 6 times into that, and then they get 6 shotgun blasts in them at once.
It sounds pretty cool conceptually.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what I wish. Like, I wish there were more moments where I could utilize that such stuff. But the game is like artificially lengthened by television shows and these kind of not very good puzzle platforming moments. So,
all right,
that's those are my thoughts on
Quantum
Break.
Go to your local Blockbuster.
If you can get it for $20 at Blockbuster, I would say go for it. You probably
it's right there next to.
You probably have some to return anyway. I hope you rewound it, and it's all good. Mm-hmm. Don't have any late fees.
There was a time where someone's job was to sit and rewind tapes that people didn't rewind,
and then mark it on some database so that the next time they come in, hey bro, you didn't rewind this. It's whatever your fee is.
D2 Mighty Ducks, bro.
Why didn't you rewind that shit?
The Wolf, the Dentist, Stanson or Danson, whatever his name was.
I don't remember. Yeah, you're right. I don't know, whatever that guy's name.
Wolf the Dentist. He knocked people's teeth out.
No, yeah, I know. He was the coach of the whatever team, the bad guys.
Iceland.
Oh, I don't remember that specific. Maybe I should watch Mighty Ducks again.
Well,
I'm part of the Disney
if
movie
you want
club.
Me to be, if you want me to be an awesome uncle, we could bust that out for Jack.
Do you think they have Blu-rays of Mighty Ducks?
I sure hope so.
I bet the first one, but I don't know, like the third one.
So the second one was the best, clearly.
Yeah, knuckle pucks and everything.
Oh, knuckle pucks. Keenan still looks the same to this day.
If he told me it was knuckle puck time right now, I'd still believe him.
I feel like, yeah, it is. Where is that puck going? We don't know because it's knuckling.
It's up or down. I don't know.
Hopefully to the goal. I've got a little bit of a funny story.
Okay.
It's not video game related,
I mean, that's fine.
but so I have been engaged for a little over a year now.
Okay. Yeah. I
And
know.
I think I texted this to you. What happened? So if you go back, I don't even know what episode it was where I told the story of how I proposed. It was on another podcast called My Brother and Me, which is a pretty popular podcast on the Maximum Fun Network
Okay.
with the McElroy brothers
Yeah.
of Polygon.
Yeah.
Besides Travis, he's not part Polygon, but so I
Watch
did.
Monster Factory because that's a lot of fun to watch.
Did you watch?
I wa-
He did
The
a
Dark Souls. Yeah,
3.
I watched it yesterday. It was good.
Yeah, it's pretty
Anyway,
good.
sorry, I interrupted your story.
No, it's all good. So they had a live show in Milwaukee, and I proposed to Meredith on their show. I don't even what episode. You curious? It is episode 248 of My Brother and Me.
Okay.
I have it marked on my desktop. As kind of a half joke, half thought it'd be kind of cool. From time to time, they read things that people send to them. People send them stuff like little trinkets, like little save the dates, which is something that I did.
Sure.
So I sent them save the date. I gave them a little note, said, "Hey, I was the dude that started the whole." It's a crazy episode. If you listen to the episode, I started off by proposing to Meredith, and then like literally the next dude that
Also
went up to the
proposed.
mic also did the same thing.
Uh-huh.
And then they tried to pressure a third guy into doing it. It turned into like a big, like, ridiculous proposal fest. But going back to present day, so I sent them a save the date. Gave them a little note, said, "Hey, I was the dude that started it off.
Uh-huh.
We're getting married. It's actually happening.
Uh-huh.
We'll see you. See you at the wedding.
Uh-huh.
Winky face. You know,
Sure.
all that
yeah,
kind
whatever.
of
Yeah.
cheeky stuff,
Yeah.
knowing that, of course, they're not actually going to show."
Yeah.
So I sent that to them at least 2 months ago.
Whenever you sent the the dates out with
Yeah,
everyone.
it's probably about 2 months ago.
Where did you send it? Do they have like a P.O. box or something?
They
where you-
do. So Travis and Justin both have one. I sent one to each.
Okay.
I sent them pretty much the same note, except one I addressed to Travis, one I addressed to Justin.
Sure.
And they actually mentioned it on this week's. So
Oh.
every once in a while they'll do like a. Everyone has sent in a bunch of stuff. Here,
Yeah.
we'll just kind of knock it out quick, say our
Yeah.
thank yous, whatnot. I thought, hey, if I could include a little note, little
Maybe,
nudge, say,
yeah.
I was the dude that started off that crazy thing. Remember that? That was funny. That they might like
Just mention it.
mention it. Not really. They didn't really mention it too much. So they very briefly. So they actually mine was the first one they mentioned. They said, we got Justin was like, we got some save the dates, Meredith, and did you listen to it?
No, I didn't.
Okay. So the first one was, we like to congratulate whatever bullshit. We got one from Meredith and Call.
Call.
Not even.
Didn't
How do you?
call.
I listened to that. I'm like, oh, cool. He said, like, as soon as I heard Meredith say, I'm like, oh, this is it. This is gonna be kind of cool. Meredith and Call. Huh. And then I immediately thought, and then I think Griffin said maybe it's. I think Griffin was like maybe it's Colin. It was just Justin was just like, no, I'm not good at this thing. I don't know what it is. So
I feel like
they got
Cole
it wrong.
isn't that much of a crazy name.
They got my first name wrong. They didn't mention that it was part of the Milwaukee thing.
Uh-huh.
They got my first name wrong. It was just very underwhelming. And I'm wondering, so the first thought in my head, I'm like, does it say fucking Call on the save the dates? Did I spell my name wrong on our save the dates? And no, I've since checked.
In fact,
And
not
it
say
clearly
call.
says COLE. We got it. We nailed it there.
Does
So there
does
must have been.
does the font make the O look like an A?
I don't know. But even if it wasn't A, would it be call or would it be Cal or Kale or?
CALE. Call. That's I
I
guess.
was I was a
I don't
little
know.
disappointed. I'll just say that. I wanted to, I don't know. I thought it'd be kind of fun to mention it, and it was still kind of cool. I mean, I'm glad they got it. I'm glad they saw it, but clearly didn't read the little note I gave them. Clearly didn't get my name right.
Not even close.
Not even close. So that was kind of a funny, sad little tale.
Sorry, it all of a sudden got cloudy in here. I don't know what the
I saw that. It's like
the
fluctuating.
sun. Yeah.
So if you want to call me Call
Call now.
or Colin, I believe Griffin thought maybe that was short for Colin.
Well, clearly you should just tweet them this at some point. This
Yeah.
YouTube video and
Yo, bros.
at this timestamp.
Come on, guys. And then I thought, did I spell my name wrong in the little letter I sent them? I don't know.
Who knows?
I was pretty crushed, Ryan.
You ruined your whole wedding.
The wedding.
The wedding's off.
I haven't told Meredith, but the wedding's
The
off.
wedding's off now.
Just kidding.
You don't have the brother's blessing. No, but that's fun. That's fun.
Yeah, it's kind of neat,
I don't know.
but it's kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
That's my life. Kind of neat, kind of disappointing.
It shows exactly where you rank in this life-changing event for you.
Oh,
Compared to
100%. Like it was way up there for this guy. Way down there for them.
Does not matter.
Doesn't matter.
They're busy,
But-
busy boys.
Way to put me back in. Way to put me in my place. Congrats.
That's great.
Congrats, guys.
That's great.
Glad you're so goddamn important. No, it was just funny.
Yeah.
So if you want to go, I don't even know what episode it was. It was this week's, so it would have been out on the 11th, I guess. It would have been.
11th.
I don't know what number it was. I can give you a number if you want to listen to the fail. There's like
Sure.
it's with like 6 minutes left. Let's see. Episode 298, I guess it would have been.
Okay.
Yeah, 298.
All right. It's good to know.
So proposed on 248,
Mention 298.
50 episodes, exactly
About a
50
year.
episodes
Yeah.
later. Yeah, it was
They do
about a year.
one a week. Yeah.
It was a year on the 4th.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So that's my wanted to extend that 5 minutes of fame to 6 minutes, and
Nailed it. Got it.
didn't happen.
Didn't
Just
happen.
didn't happen. Just didn't happen for this guy.
Yeah.
You got any more video game things? Otherwise, let's
No.
wrap her on up here.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, thank you for listening. We appreciate your support. If you want to give us some support in other places, youtube.com/FewBitsPodcast.
That'd be great.
We post our episodes there. We have some Let's Plays on there. So give them a watch.
Yeah, we haven't done one in a while. I want to probably make one a Quantum Break just to kind of show off.
Well, after today's review, I don't know why people would. I don't know why anyone would miss it.
I've been kind of playing through it to find like a good level that would be like, oh well, this is
Maybe
a
you should
good
just watch
example.
TV
of,
with everyone. Maybe you
Or-
should just put the TV episode
or
on.
I could just do that. That'd be
just
not-
you like this watching TV.
What's really funny is that your controller sits idle for so long it shuts off. So you have to like reset your controller every time.
Like, this isn't video games.
You're not playing video games anymore.
We're not doing video games right now.
Your controller even knows. Oh well, I'm not video gaming right now.
Sir,
so I'm
this
just
isn't
gonna-
video games.
God
This
damn
goes
it.
against everything I know and was programmed to do. So yeah, youtube.com/FewBitsPodcast. We do occasionally do some Let's Plays. So if Ryan does a Quantum Break one, it'll be on twitch.tv/FewBits.
Yep.
iTunes, always. You can find us
Rating
all of our
review.
episodes there, all of our archived episodes as well. Fewbits.com, Twitter at a few bits, Facebook a few bits. Ryan's at Ryan Hank
Oh,
on
yeah.
Twitter. I don't tweet too much, but I'm at Cole Tixon.
All right.
Our few bits Twitter, we definitely keep up with the
I try to keep up with the
ongoings
news.
of the news. Yeah, you
Yeah.
do a good job, Ryan. So thank you.
No
So
problem.
go check that out.
Yeah, cool. All right, I'm gonna play this music and we'll get out of here.
All right. Well, until next time,
All right.
go press some buttons.
Is that your outro now? Go press some buttons. You like
Or
that?
if you're in a VR space, go tilt your head around.
Just move your head a little bit.
Move your head. It's crazy.
All right. All right. Bye.
Later.